Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. Um, we are, I guess, back at it again. Pretty much in the exact same spot as I left off. Also, I might you two builders say where's your volume? There we go. Right. Okay. Well, the second one's all built up. What do we got left? Mostly steel blocks and this. Which sounds actually quite nice. Let me go over here. I builders. Let's do grind it. Well, it's grind before weld. Just so that we can get this thing all eaten away. Um. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are actually rather low on power, aren't we? Right. Let me go around here and make sure this is in the right spot. This kind of needs to be. Same with this. Yeah, that's all evened away. Honestly, I don't really feel like I'm making enough power here, but that's kind of comes with the territory of being wind powered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's gonna feel better than this being physically attached to the ground. And this, sure. So that is 5, so I need 1 more. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, I don't know how much these 3 new wind turbines are going to be making will help. But I hope they do something. For a horrid power situation. us a little
Fuel
bit.
low.
Yeah, let me charge up here. There's an unknown signal over there. Now, I'm trying to decide, do I just go with a very simple build and repair attached to a cargo container, attached to a drill, attached to a cockpit? Extremely simple, or I might, between this episode and the next episode, I'm going to go out of my way and sorry about the sudden silence. My grandma came. Right. Let's see here. Alright, builders. I'm gonna have you grind if weld gets stuck, because we got some things we need building. And we actually have a fair bit of stuff that we need building. First off, we do have 2 batteries going around here. I'll have you on read on auto, fortunately. Yeah, some of these are optional, some of these aren't. That's kind of how we're gonna have to deal with this, fortunately. I just murdered an animal. Right. Let me go around here and just cut a lot of this down. Now this is probably not even. No, I do not really care if it is. I am going to go out this way. Do I have rotors? I do. I do in advance. This is probably going to immediately explode, but yeah, that's kind of it, to be honest. So the refiner we have going is doing its best, but we are out of stone. Which is gonna mean we are running on E here. Yeah, perhaps it might be time I quickly pause this recording, go get the blueprint of my miner, and then use a projector on a rotor head to build said miner. This miner I made actually works very well, all things considered, despite its troubles. So I might actually go get okay, right. What do I have in my inventory? Oh, the stone. Well, first off, I am probably going to need to put this somewhere random. Well, that's okay. Driving away. Okay, right. First, actually, kind of. Actually, do kind of want to do this real quick. And then. That way that works out. I'll probably put a solar panel on there. Eventually, if I can figure out how solar panels exist and work and function in any way whatsoever. Now, Sean Head, is that this one? Wait, it is this one. Add small head. Right, yeah. Okay, right. Projector, I will need here. And probably of these. Right, I'm going to pause my recording. Okay, I am back. After probably about 15 minutes or so, I got a blueprint. Why am in first person? Now I'm gonna have to turn off the builders. Boop. Now let's see, left, right. That should be forward. Projector. Let us see and hope that this works. Hey, it worked. Let's see here. Projector. Where is it? Vertical, I want that, right? Then I want it a little bit forward. And then projector, I want to actually this one, right? Yeah, and then I just need that there, right? Yeah, okay. Projector. Show only buildables. Yeah. There we go. And then builders, go ahead and build me my miner. Also, I do not want to talk about how long this miner would have took me to build. It's the Mark II for a reason. We'll just put it that way. After this thing is built, honestly, that's going to be pretty good. Problem is we are going to need a lot more power, so I think I will invest in a hydrogen generator, actually. Now, some people, me included, I tend to underestimate the ability of a hydrogen engine. Because if you can get enough ice coming in from these, you can actually weirdly kind of... You can kind of weirdly, you can kind of, make it work rather easily. Our refinery's doing pretty good. I'm gonna do this so that we can get iron down. And that alone should produce enough power to start recharging these, at the very least. Yeah. Now, I might have to end up making... Alright. I'm gonna... put that there. Get power. That there. That there. This here. this here. There. Because honestly, I feel like I should probably just put this here and then do that. Probably put this. You'll probably do maybe another one of these here. Maybe another two. And see how well our tank is doing. And we are certainly going down in fuel. I mean, we are making ice. It's just not enough to run this. But I really need to organize this base a bit better, but let me see something. First, I need a button panel. This here. Next, I want to lasers. How much of these actually produce? But these don't take power. It's a little bit overpowered. Lasers. Actually, I'm gonna crank these up to about 1,000. Unless we don't look into getting in a counter mod. NPC, let's see. Most popular all time, modular encounters, sure. But they know would be it, right? Is enough. Modular encounters collection. I have really no idea what these would require. Oh. Subscribe to all. Well, actually, that does mean that I can actually probably get that to work. hydrogen. Nice. I mean, we're doing at the very least. Alright, this is actually going up quite quickly. How's the miner doing? Yep, still unbuilt. Honestly, that's probably because of this. All of our steel plates are currently going into that. I actually need a port to, like, select things. What? Let me, make that. And then patiently wait for this to freaking fly. Boy, we're actually out of gravel. Interesting. Oh yeah, the light is up here. Hang on. Just wondering. Light. Radius. Working in the mine, working in the mine, you working in the mine. We're actually low on gravel of all things, which is actually very surprising to me. That was like the one thing I never thought we would run out of. Turns out we did. Which means we need a lot more stone coming in, which is, let's see, makes me kind of happy I decided to blueprint my miner. If I can, I think I'm gonna add I am gonna have to build a connector with. For some reason, my computer doesn't like me building like actual connectors, so I have to build like the square connectors that are different. pretty damn good here. Yeah, I think after I make the miner, I'm gonna re-blueprint the miner, but make it able to, or maybe make a secondary ship, maybe? Probably be a bit more wise. Stone, gravel. I'm gonna turn off on the gravel sifters, just to save on power. Because the gravel sifter isn't sifting fast enough in the first place, so... yeah. How is our... how's our two engines here? Let me do this. Yeah, set this thing to start. And our OT generators are O2ing, I suppose. But yeah, our power supplies are limited. I am limiting myself to turn off the engines and yeah, I hate having to do that, but it's kind of necessary. Builders. Let's see. Now, is there a reason why it won't do projected blocks? So it's just deciding not to? Why? Where's the steel going to in the first place? Oh, because it wants to, build and repair. Weld before drying. Grind priority. Now, I don't know why it won't, build this thing first, but I mean, if it's gonna end up doing all of these, that's gonna take a while. Yep. Gravel. Alright, you know what? I think I want to get rid of the bottom speeds here in favor of actually more yield. See if that helps. Yeah, well, kind of a not really type situation. Okay, right. Alright, that will eventually get built. There we go. Just had to give it a boost. Now it should keep going. Now, while that is building, I am going to have to designate a specialized connector area. Now, the easiest place to do this would actually be off the hydrogen tank, but actually, do this. And then, oops. There we go. Behold, the miner that is now going to be actually stuck to this shit.
Fuel low.
Well, I'll have to deal with that when the time comes, to be honest. I mean, in reality, I could just remove the connector. Most of its entirety, to be perfectly honest. Now, get rid of these. technically, if I build with these, and then 2 of those, then do that. That works, I guess. Honestly, this thing is, wow. Rotor. I don't know. I'm just gonna do this, that way, just doesn't try to fly away. But yeah, this is my miner. It's bulky, shitty, and hardly flies on a full tank of gas, but it does actually work, shockingly. Yeah, it's not gonna win any awards for prettiest machine, but I should be able to move the conveyor, the connector back one, and put a build and repair thing on the back, so we can actually start going out and getting shit. But yeah, our batteries are not looking great. Alright, alright, doing that and that. Alright, that's what pig is. Oh boy. Yep. Saw that one coming actually. Oh boy. Well, let's go to the builders real quick. Builders. Hang on, let's put it about here. So See if that helps. There we go. I also realized just now, I am probably not doing another programming block. We actually have a decent amount of battery. Actually, not bad. Also, this is actually going kind of well, isn't it? I mean, granted, it is probably going to end up getting destroyed. Let me put this in here. Just because, honestly, it's probably going to help more if that is actually functioning. When it starts up, it starts functioning. Because these are almost out of power, and that does mean I need to probably build more wind turbines, unfortunately. How many places do I have? 80. It's actually not bad. Alright, that will help with power. Once it gets built, anyways. How's the hydrogen? Hydrogen tank. Not bad, actually. Let me turn these on. Honestly, I feel like this will benefit from me actually mining some ice for change. I'm gonna go ahead and mine it. Just a little bit of it. Because if I can get any ice into the system power. I've been going for almost an hour. So thank you for watching and have a very wonderful day.